Hello, everyone. This is Sherry at Soul Conscious Tarot, and this is going to be a you versus them reading. So let's dive right in and see what we come up with. So we're going to start with, it's going to be person A and person B, and we're going to get the connecting energy. So let's go ahead. I use oracles to get your energy, your current energy right now. Then we're going to get their current energy right now. Or A and B, basically. The connecting energy between person A and person B. This is going to be person A's, how they're feeling about the connection right now, how they're feeling about the connection, their thoughts and feelings about the connection. This is person B's thoughts and feelings about the connection right now. How person A is feeling about person B right now. So this is about the connection. This is your overall, this is person A's overall energy. This is how they're feeling and thinking about the connection. This is how they're feeling and thinking about the other person right now. How's person B feeling toward person A right now? I'm going to use the Heart's Hidden Secret to get the obstacles in the way, the obstacles person A has to overcome right now. Let's see if we can get this in here. Do I have a little bit of room here? One of these days. I can't wait till I get in a real place again and have a real setup again to do this from and not be in temporary. This is person B's obstacle they need to overcome right now. I cannot, you have no idea how much I cannot wait to be in a regular place again. My life will be in flux between now until the end of the year. And so these readings will get very interesting, especially as I'm traveling Europe here soon. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the whole table. As I'm traveling Europe here soon, from October till pretty much the end of the year, I'll be having to makeshift do with whatever I can to get readings out. So it could get really interesting. So person A's energy right now, flow. I love this. So person A is in the flow. They are flowing. So I feel just calm and peace off of this person. I feel person A is just in this state of grace. Like this person is tapped in, tuned in to their intuition, to their feelings. I feel like I really feel a state of acceptance about the situation, about the connection, that they are just letting things, they're giving it up to the universe and letting things, like they have really mastered the fact of, let things go. If it's meant to be, it'll come back around. It's like understanding that that things happen in divine timing, that when the time is right, if you're meant to reconnect with somebody, they'll come back in. This person is like truly in the flow. So person B, their current energy, security. So I feel like this person, maybe person B may have some struggles right now around material things. They may be struggling. Maybe they're struggling with, maybe they're moving, maybe they've changed jobs, maybe they're out of a job, maybe they're out of a place to live. There's something going on in this person. Like, this is giving me real root chakra energy, that this person is challenged right now in some way financially, that it's kind of disrupting their life in some way. They're just, it's going to be different for different people, but this is what it's telling me. This person is coming through and saying, hey Sherry, I'm really, there's some stuff going on in my life that I'm trying to sort through right now, that has to do with my security, that has to do with my stability, has to do with how I get by day to day. And so my focus may not be completely on this relationship at this time. So that's what they're telling me. Okay, person B is telling me. So person A, what is their feelings about the connection right now? Their feelings about the connection is willing to work on it if and when the time is right. Okay, beautiful energy. This is somebody that is waiting. Look at this person. So usually you have on the Three of Pentacles, you have three people that are trying to work together to build something, to build toward the Four of Pentacles, or like something stable, more secure. It's a starting point, it's the beginning point, to begin to build something with someone. This person is standing at the portal, kind of waiting. Like they understand they're there and willing to put the effort in, but they're not like walking through the door. They're just hanging back, waiting, saying, hey, if you come in, I'm willing to collaborate and work with you, but I'm not going to walk through the door and give you that energy. So this person A is telling me, hey, I'm not going to reach out. I'm not going to give my energy and effort to person B. They have to come to me, but the door is open. Okay, the door is open. I'm leaving the door open for them, but I'm not doing anything to help them through it. Okay, so that's what person A's energy is. Person, or how they're feeling about the connection. Person B, how they're feeling. I apologize. That's my mother's dog, Joey. He's there's whenever somebody's walking outside, usually this time of night there's always somebody walking, and he tends to bark. So I apologize for that. Hopefully he calms down shortly. Joey. Joey. Hopefully he calms down. So, person B, the devil. So that's how they're looking at this connection. So I'm getting a little bit of, still a little bit obsessed with person A. There's the obsession coming through, but also I feel like this is something that is there's also another layer of obsessed with, how do I want to say this? This person feels like they maybe have been a bull in a china shop when it comes to this connection. They feel like they have come in and made a big mess. They've stomped all over it, and I feel it's because they have not made it a priority, and they know that they haven't made it a priority. Hopefully, I hope, I'm sorry that Joey is being so distracting. And that's this, what is he's barking on this person's energy mostly. So it's telling me that, like, I'm being distracted by that. So it's telling me this person is distracted. They didn't make this connection a priority. They kind of stomped all over it when they had the chance to do something. They kind of just mess things up. I feel like this is how they feel about themselves. Like they're this ugly beast, and they, like, you're over here this beautiful, or person A, they're looking at person A or at the connection going, I'm this ugly beast and not deserving of person A. I'm just a mess over here. I have these bad habits. I have, it's like somebody that's like really looking at themselves in the worst light, like a lot of negativity, which is maybe why they're having some security or foundational difficulties at this time. There could have been some karma that they have, they're experiencing, which karma is not really, karma is not really good or bad. It's not attached to positive or negative really per se. It's because all it is meant to do is to balance energy. So it's just helping energy, in any energy that's out of balance, become into balance. And sometimes we perceive it as being bad karma because things are difficult for us, but it's to help us balance out and get to where we need to be. It's to help us learn something so that we can overcome whatever limitations that are holding us back and keeping us from obtaining that balance, is all it's trying to do. So when we receive positive, um, positive things in our life, it's still a form of balance, like that karma that comes in that might be, in the form of something positive. It's still a balance because it's the universe saying, hey, you've been living in a deficit. Now it's your turn to get, because it's those waves, those, we have ups and downs in our lives. So it's saying, hey, you've done this work to change something in your life, and as a result of that, now you've been in this deficit, so now we're going to bring you in the positive so that we can balance out the scales. And that's all it is a balancing of the scales. So when you're up, you're going to tend to, things are going to happen negatively in your life, because at some point, because you can only stay up for so long before you have to come down. It's like that roller coaster. It's the constant battle of staying in balance. And the longer we can stay in balance, which is very hard to do, but if we can stay in that balance, and I love this about person A right now because they are in balance. Okay, this is what it's telling me. Person A is so in balance right now, but person B is not. Person B is experiencing they're experiencing a situation that is trying to bring them into balance, but I feel resistance there. There's because this person is struggling and seeing themselves in a negative light instead of a positive light. So this is someone who is, it may be feeling a little bit down on themselves, a little bit sorry, maybe having a little bit of depression. They're having a hard time looking at the positive in things or being optimistic, as especially when it comes to this connection and to how they showed up in the connection. Okay, I kind of went, that took a little bit longer than I thought it would. So let's move on here. So this is how person A feels about person B right now. This is how they feel about person B right now. That something needs to change. Okay, they realize, so this is really, I told you, this person's really in the flow. Person A is really in the flow. They know that something like they are patiently waiting. What did I say? This person is patiently waiting at the door for person B to come in, but they're not willing to do anything about it. They know that if a new cycle is going to begin, it is on person B, because the person A knows there are things person B needs to do. There's things they need to change in their life or about themselves that is hampering the balance in the connection. And that's why person A is saying, hey, I'm leaving the door open, but I'm not going to help you through it. You need to do that on your own. That's why person A is looking at person B with the world card, because they're saying, hey, you need to kind of get your stuff together. You need a new cycle in your life, and I can't help you do that. That's something you have to do on your own. All I can do is wait for you to sort your stuff out, okay? Um and maybe when you sort your stuff out, hey, you can come through the door, and I'll sit here and I'll be open to hearing you out and seeing if we can move forward. So person, and that does not mean this person is waiting around for person A is not, that by no means waiting around for person B. They just understand they understand the situation and the truth of the situation. They understand that there is nothing they can do, that the ball is in person B's court. Like, and that's not to say they don't have the power to do anything, because person A could reach out to person B, but they know that doing so right now would not bear fruit. It's not beneficial. It's not a beneficial use of their time, energy, and effort, because they know if they tried to connect or tried to help person B, it's only going to lead to probably more issues, in the connection, until this person kind of readjusts their life, till they get their stuff together, their ish together, whatever. So how is person B view? How is person B feeling about person A right now. The Four of Cups. Yeah. They're, like I said, I feel like, look at this. We have the Four of Cups and the Devil, when it comes to how they're feeling about the connection and how they're feeling about the person. So it's like, this person is feeling bad about themselves. Like I said, they felt like they were a bull in a china shop when it came to this connection, and they're looking at themselves as the bad guy, as the beast, as that my person A can't do anything wrong. I'm the one that messed things up. This apathy, feeling sorry for themselves, feeling like, kind of feeling a little bit rejected, or feeling this apathy of, not wanting to give to this connection because they feel like they don't measure up, okay, for whatever reason that may be. So let's get the connecting energy between these two people. The connecting energy is going forward, and I feel like this is going forward right now on separate paths. But the beauty of it is that both people, I think, have an understanding that there does need, like, to go forward. There is this time, there's this acceptance here on both people's part that they do have to walk separate paths right now. But that doesn't mean they're giving up on the connection. It just means that both people acknowledge that they have separate paths to walk right now, and that maybe sometime in the future they'll reconnect, but there's no guarantees. And they both have kind of come to this acceptance, but person A has definitely accepted it more than person B. I think person B is still struggling with it, but they've accepted it because they know there's other priorities that in their life right now that they have to deal with over this connection. And so the acceptance is kind of been forced on them more than they want it to be. Like, they didn't come to this acceptance of the situation like person A did. They're accepting the fact that they have to deal with other things, and they don't have the luxury of having the time, effort, and energy to put into the connection right now. And I think person A has the understanding and realizes this. They've accepted that this is the state of affairs right now. Okay. So the going forward, the connecting energy is both people are moving forward in their own lives, in their own way, in kind of a parallel path. I'm seeing almost like, person A is doing their thing, person B is doing their thing, both with the thought of, like, person A is leaving the door open. I think person B feels and senses that person A is kind of leaving the door open while they get their ish together, in that sense of, like I said, doesn't mean person A is waiting on person B. It's just saying that they know that you both, person A knows that you have to walk separate paths right now, which is beautiful. Really, it really is, because it's going to probably lead to progress. But let's get into the obstacle person A needs to overcome right now. So this is, I feel like the obstacle here, with this being the past life card, is the pull, okay? Because with this being I'm sensing a spiritual connection, a past life soulmate connection. There was a reason that you two people came together. And so there's this tie. There might be a psychic bond here. There might be some telepathy, some, where you can sense or feel each other, or getting messages from each other. However, there's a tie here. Person A is going to occasionally be pulled toward wanting to reconnect with person B, where they have to, there's going to be a need to keep themselves in balance. And this pull to this person, into this connection, into their feelings to this person may occasionally pull them back a little bit. So this is the obstacle, is to keep themselves in the flow and keep themselves in balance and keep walking their path forward and not get pulled back in to the connection right now. Okay. Because I feel like person A has places to be. Like there's things that this person A needs to accomplish right now that both people, I feel like mirroring going on here. I'm not going to lie, this is almost like a counterpart connection in a way. It probably is for some of you, because there's mirroring going on here, just in slightly different ways, because both people have things they need to take care of. Both people know there's things they need to do on their own. It's just, like this person B is kind of being forced to address things. Person A just has a complete understanding and knowing from an intuitive sense that they have things they need to do right now. They're being pulled in a certain direction that's pulling them away from this connection, and they don't like it. They want to, there's this part of them, because there's this attachment, this past life attachment to this person. There's almost this drawback that's going to keep pulling them back. So I'm guessing a lot of the people that are showing up to this reading and to this and that are part of my collective are probably part of it that will resonate more with person A, because you're probably being called in a direction and it's taking you away from person B, because person B has some stuff to take care of and you're aware of that, but you can't let their ish pull you back or hold you back from the path you're calling, the path your intuition is leading you toward, because it's leading you toward your destiny. And even though you're both going forward, you're both sorting through things that need to be taken care of in your life and directions that you need to go, and growing in your own way, but parallel. I talked about being parallel to one another. So you're both being parallel to one another, walking your own paths, but that doesn't mean that at some point in the future, you guys might find yourself in balance again at some point in the future. And I think person A is kind of aware that that could happen, which is why they're willing to leave that door open for that time when maybe there's a better time to work through this, or to leave things open to for this person to show up however they show up, but again, there's this, the obstacle here is for person A to not get pulled, to stay in their power, stay in their balance, and not let person B get them off balance. Because I think in the past, because of person B's issues, it tended to pull person A back with them and get them stuck. And it kept them trapped and kept them from moving forward in the direction that the universe was trying to send them in. But in the same token, because of that connection, it also propelled them forward, on the journey that they're on now. So there is this kind of gratitude that is here, and acceptance and gratitude that I really love about person A. But again, the obstacle is to make sure that if you are resonating with person A here, that you don't get pulled back into this person's issues and their ish that they're trying to work out, because this person may come in from time to time and they may not be in the right energy, that if you connect with them, they could potentially stall your growth. So you have to be careful and cautious of that if you're resonating with person A. So the obstacle for person B right now is mistakes. Yeah, I feel victim. I told you, this is their obstacle. They need to overcome, get out of this victim mode, because everything here was telling me this person is in victim mentality right now. They're feeling like I said, they're feeling like a bull in a china shop. They're feeling like this beast. They're feeling like that they screwed up. They're obsessing about how they screwed up, how they messed up, how, they're in regret, in remorse, not, definitely feeling misunderstood, feeling like things are going bad in their life, feeling like things are out of control for them. It's not a good time for person B at all. And I think person A is fully aware of this completely. So I feel like this is where we're going to leave things. I think that covered everything. I don't see that there's anything else that needs to be clarified, because I think I've given you a really good indication of where both people stand and where both people are going, and what you need to be, both people need to work on to move forward. So that's where I'm going to leave this message. So I wish you the very best. And if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Thank you all so much. Much harmony and gratitude to you all, my friends.